Welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel. There has been a new development involving Major General Machar, the former Director of Security Coordination at the Ministry of Petroleum. According to information shared with the public, the retired senior official has now been released from detention after spending approximately 4 months in custody. The general had reportedly been held at facilities linked to the Internal Security Bureau in Juba since February of this year. During the month that followed his detention, many questions remained unanswered. The authorities did not publicly explain the exact reason for his detention, and members of the public received very limited information about his condition and legal status. As a result, concern grew among relatives, friends, and members of the wider community. Now, following his release, family members have expressed relief and gratitude. One family representative said they were thankful that General Machar had returned safely. The family also expressed appreciation to the national leadership and everyone who supported them during what they describe as a difficult period. For families, the release of a loved one after a long period of uncertainty often brings mixed reactions or mixed emotions. There is joy because someone has returned home. At the same time, there may still be many unanswered questions about what happened during the detention period and what comes next. The family also shared hope that other individuals who remain in detention could also regain their freedom in the future. This statement reflects a broader concern within society regarding fairness, equal treatment, and timely legal process. Well, before we proceed with this, if you are new to Changfied YouTube channel, I would like you to take your time to help the channel by subscribing, turn on the notification bell, so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Let's continue. Many citizens believe that people who are detained should either be charged according to the law and given the opportunity to defend themselves in court, or be released if there is insufficient evidence against them. The release of General Machar has therefore attracted public attention, not only because of his former position, but also because it raises larger questions about transparency and justice. South Sudan has experienced periods during which issues related to detention and due process have generated a public debate. Human rights organizations have frequently emphasized the importance of respecting constitutional rights and ensuring that legal procedures are followed. At the same time, governments around the world often point to national security consideration when making decisions involving sensitive cases. Finding the right balance between security concern and individual rights remains one of the ongoing challenges faced by many countries. As this story develops, many people will likely continue to work closely for further information regarding the circumstances surrounding the detention and release. For now, however, the families say they are focused on supporting General Machar as he resumes normal life. Well, we move on. Our second story takes us to an issue that could shape the future direction of South Sudan for many years to come. That issue is country planned general election. Question raised about South Sudan readiness for election. South Sudan is expected to hold general election later this year. If they take place as planned, this election would represent a historic moment for the country's democratic journey. However, not everyone is convinced that the country is fully prepared. A South Sudanese policy analyst has warned that organizing successful election requires much more than administrative preparation. According to the analyst, election cannot be considered credible simply because voter education campaign have begun or because offices have been established. Instead, he argued that several major issues must first be addressed. One important issue is the legal framework. Election requires clear law that defines how the process should operate. These laws should explain who is responsible for different parts of the election process. They should also provide procedures for resolving dispute if disagreement arise. Without clear legal guidance, confusion and mistrust can emerge. Well, another important issue is security. Citizens need to feel safe enough to participate in election. Candidates should be able to campaign freely. Voters should be able to cast their ballot without fear. Election officials should be able to carry out their responsibility without intimidation. Security experts often note that public confidence increases when there is a stable environment. The analyst also highlighted the importance of political freedom. In any election, people should be able to express their opinion peacefully. Political parties should have opportunities to communicate with voters. Citizens should be able to gather, discuss ideas, and participate in public life without unnecessary restrictions. When these freedoms are limited, confidence in the electoral process may decline. Funding was another concern mentioned. Elections are expensive. They require trained personnel, transportation, voter education material, communication system, and logistical planning. If funding arrives late or is uncertain, important activities can be delayed. According to the analyst, proper planning depends on having adequate financial resources available when needed. Perhaps one of the most significant points raised involves political consensus. Election involve competition. Different parties often disagree on policies and leadership choices. However, many observers believe there should still be agreement on the rules governing the process itself. Without broader acceptance of those rules, disputes may become more difficult to manage. The analysts emphasize that elections are not merely technical exercises. They are political processes that require trust, dialogue, and cooperation among stakeholders. South Sudan has experienced several postponements of planned elections in previous years. These delays were linked to various factors, including conflict and challenges related to implementing peace agreement. As the new election date approaches, citizens continue to ask important questions. Will preparation be completed on time? Will institutions have the resources they need? Will political leaders work together to build confidence in the process? Will ordinary people feel safe and encouraged to participate? The answer to this question may influence not only the success of the election but also public trust in democratic institutions. For many South Sudanese citizens, the hope is simple. They want peace. They want stability. They want leaders to choose through processes that are widely viewed as fair and legitimate. As preparation continues, both national and international observers are likely to pay close attention to development. The coming month could therefore become one of the most important periods in South Sudan's recent political history. Our final story to date involved the justice system and ongoing court case that has attracted widespread public attention. Well, defense lawyer challenge video evidence in assault case. A court case involving a police officer accused of assaulting a civilian entered another important stage. The case concerned Captain Richard Ray Cole. The allegation against him stemmed from an incident that reportedly took place earlier this year in Juba. According to report, video circulated widely on social media showing a man being beaten with a stick during an altercation. The footage generated a strong reaction from many members of the public. Some people expressed anger. Other call for accountability and justice. As the case moved into court, prosecutors presented evidence intended to support their arguments. However, during a recent hearing, defense lawyers challenged the use of one particular piece of evidence. That evidence was the video recording itself. The defense team argued that important questions remain unanswered regarding the origin of the footage. According to the lawyers, the court should know who recorded the video, where it was obtained, and whether it had been altered before being presented as evidence. They also argued that proper legal procedures should be followed whenever new evidence is introduced. Because of this concern, the defense requested that independent expert examine the video. Such expert could potentially assess whether the footage is authentic and whether it accurately reflects the event under investigation. From the perspective of the defense, this step is important for ensuring fairness. In many legal systems around the world, courts must carefully evaluate digital evidence. Advances in technology have created new opportunities for documentation. At the same time, concern about manipulation and authenticity have increased. As a result, court often consider expert opinion when assessing electronic materials. The defense lawyer also questioned aspects of the complaint process. They suggested that uncertainties remained regarding the identity of the formal complaint in the case. According to the defense, these issues deserve careful examination before proceeding move forward. Additionally, lawyers argued that the accused officer was not performing official duties at the time of the alleged incident. They noted that he was reportedly not wearing a police uniform. The court is expected to consider all relevant argument before reaching any conclusion. It is important to remember that criminal proceedings are designed to determine fact through evidence and legal analysis. An accusation alone does not establish guilt. Likewise, a defense argument does not automatically result in acquittal. Instead, court examine testimony, document, expert opinion, and other form of evidence before issuing decision. The case has drawn considerable attention because it touches on broader questions involving accountability and public confidence in institutions. Many citizen experts, members of law enforcement agencies, to uphold high professional standard. When allegations raise, people often look to the court to ensure that justice is served fairly and transparently. As proceedings continue, defense witnesses are expected to testify during future hearing. The outcome of the case remains uncertain. Until a final judgment is delivered, all parties involved are entitled to legal protection and due process under the law. The public will undoubtedly continue following the development closely. So those were our top stories for today. First, we reported on the release of former Petroleum Security Official General Machar Boliyai after several months in detention. Second, we discussed concerns raised by policy analysts regarding South Sudan readiness for the planned December election. Third, we examined the new development in the court case involving Captain Richard Ray Cole, including legal questions surrounding the video evidence. These stories remind us that decisions involving justice, governance, and public institutions can have a significant impact on the life of ordinary citizens. As always, we encourage respectful discussion and peaceful engagement. If you found this reporting informative, please consider liking the video, subscribe to Changfied YouTube channel, and do not forget to hit the notification bell so whenever we upload a new video, you can be notified. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.